Yo, I'm back. No, it's only been 3 days, but I don't know. Actually, I do know. I'm designing a new character, which I talked about in the last video, and I thought, I'm always here when I'm designing a new character. I designed August here. Designed, well, really just August and Amp. That's all. But I thought might as well, cause we're right here. And I've also got some things. I guess it's mostly going to be a world building talk because nothing's going to happen in 3 days. But yeah, get to designing then, I guess, because I just got sent home from work, and I know it's a Tuesday. I'm supposed to be at work right now, but my mom messed something up and didn't tell us about something, and then all my coworkers had something else to do, and then it's just can't believe this. This is just unbelievable. But yeah, resulting in me being back home, which I guess I can't really complain about. So yeah, probably should have started this earlier because now in like half an hour I'm gonna have to go. But you know what? I'm happy to make a half an hour talk, chill half an hour talks. I am, but yeah. Let's get to world building and character building. And as you can see, I started something here. I'm not really that I guess. Well, I'm just not. I haven't got anything in. Well, I haven't got a plan for anything. I haven't got anything in mind. God, my mind is just that statement is literal. I just haven't got anything in my mind because I can't articulate for crap. But yeah, just gonna do some brainstorming stuff because I'm not entirely sure what this character is gonna look like. But yeah, hope to capture the feeling of it. Yeah, throughout just at some point in this talk. So yeah, this is a prototype, I guess. But yeah, speaking of the feeling, capturing the feeling of, bring me to my first point. Um, is my elements. I know I talked about it last week. Is that they make like the names make no sense. It doesn't really because I spent a whole talk trying to convert electric element into electrical, which yeah, that still up? I think that might still be up, but I did, yeah. My point is that was a big point of world building back then, is I tried to come up with cool names for all the elements, but now they're trash. They're absolutely terrible. I do like some of them, which is what I'm talking about, the feeling of an element, because I really do like ethereal. Ethereal being light, and that's what I want to do with the the elements that is left, is name them after their feeling, not really what they actually are. What on earth is going on outside? God, I love bird watching, and there's always birds just like frolicking in the leaves outside. It's so beautiful. But yeah, so I want to name everything after how they sort of feel, unlike how they actually are. Like, well, not like, but this was brought on by basically I suddenly just felt no need for the dark element anymore. And so that's what I'm doing. I am replacing the dark element with the space element. Well, not really. I'm just merging them into one. Because, well, if you think about it, like the lack of something, which is space, like free space, is darkness. Because if there's somewhere that's lacking light, then it's dark. Of course, that just makes sense. So that's what I'm doing. The counterpart of light is no longer dark. It is space, which I'm gonna name Umbriel. Umbriel. God, I can't stop thinking about Umbriel whenever I hear that word. But Umbral, yeah, that's what space. That's what was it? Spatule. Spatule was awful. That's what space is going to be called, Umbral, because it feels dark. It feels like you don't really understand it, so it's sort of in the dark. I guess you could say. Yeah, just like it's the ideas, something like that. That's the gist of things. God, can I just talk about like my word stuff, because it's just bugging me. All right, but like it doesn't even make sense, right? So I've come to the conclusion that some words that I don't really understand, like something like contour, contour, the proper way of saying it, like contour, or just like some random, who knows, like to be no, but I can never forget circumspect. Just as an example, maybe circumspect, but for some reason I can't ever forget that word. Just like words that I'm not very familiar with, but I know them, I just can't bring to my head. Like every time I try to think of it, I always just stall, and my mind just dies trying to think of something, and I just have to use like a synonym or something, and it just doesn't. Yeah, not is that what a synonym is? Stuff you find in a thesaurus, isn't it? Probably, but yeah, that's just the thing. I can't think of words that like I'm not very familiar with, and I always get stuck on them, and it's so annoying because I know them. If you showed me the word, I would just immediately go, aha, that's the word, and just know. But just the fact that oh god, my my silicon tip is wearing out. That's fine. I got tons of just on my table, but I find that that's not always true, because a lot of times I just get stuck on the most like useless. Like maybe it's expressions that I'm not familiar with either. Like well, I don't know. I can't really come up with an example of something I'm not familiar with. But just like things that I don't normally say, I have to think like long and hard, or even just not be able to think of what it is, and that's really annoying me. I just wanted to get that off my chest. So I just need to not do that. Oh god, this is way too small. Yeah, it's just a stupid little thing of what we can do at the moment. I'm not really sure what I'm actually doing. Something. Ah, nah, it just doesn't work. It doesn't really work. Yeah, no, this is also like gonna be a really different sort of design, I guess. Not really that different, but it's gonna be a bit like more, I guess, complex. More, there's gonna be more features, I guess. I don't really know. Just because yeah, well, I don't know if I said this before. The special elements being well, now being, what do I call it though? I guess I call it by their actual names now, because they're not exactly like, I can't call them a space. Well, can I though? That's technically what they are, isn't it? They control space and stuff. So yeah. Well, I haven't even come up with the other names yet, so I can't call them like anything crazy. But I mean, primal actually works a bit, because that's the feeling of fire, you know. Primal. You're like really just like prehistoric. I don't know, but maybe I'll keep that glacial and uh, tidal and stuff. That stuff just it's a bit on the nose, but we'll find something for that. Yeah, this just doesn't work. Is that the face though? Oh no, I don't know. I feel like the face should be a bit more sharp. I don't understand. This is basically August, by the way. I mean, August is basically yeah, there you go. There's August. But August isn't happy, so yeah, yeah, there's August. Brilliant. Alright, come up with a new face, a new crest. Yeah, so basically the special dragons, they're gonna have they're gonna be sort of like Eastern dragons, but embodied by a Western dragon. Which I'm not really sure how I'm gonna do. I just basically just add a mustache, basically. Yeah. I realized that like those mustache things. What are they? What are they? The whiskers. The really long whiskers that like people add to their like epic dragons, like the ones that actually are sort of like um bigger than, well, the normal dragon, I guess, just like larger than life. I don't know, like those sort of epic dragons. They always add these whisker things, and I think they're quite impractical. But I realize like if you just add them and they're like a visual piece, and just like ignore them wherever in practical situations, I'm pretty sure they could work fine. So I don't mind them. I think I might utilize them in some designs. Maybe this one, who knows? Maybe all special elements have those. Who knows? But we could, yeah, try to do something. with that. I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna like make something cool with that though. It's just gonna be a bit of a experimental thing. So yeah, find something new. Find something new. Yeah, and so yeah, they're gonna have whiskers, maybe fur because Eastern dragons are furry for some reason. Feathers, for some reason Eastern dragons don't really have feathers, do they? Maybe antlers. Antlers might work for them. Who knows? It's strange things happening in the special dragon category, but I don't really understand how else I'm supposed to do nothing about that. What else can I add? That's really it, isn't it? Like chicken claws. Is that how Eastern dragons are? Um, yeah, just well, the feeling of it, I guess. Everything's just a feeling now. We don't even have dragons, just a feeling of dragons. It's just like a brick, but like it feels hot or something. I don't know. But yeah, okay, right. Let's get into world building, I suppose. What can we name? It's so easy to list the elements now because I've made them so basic. I've like simplified them. I've found the lowest common denominator, and it's brilliant. So we got fire, and then it's electricity, and then light. Fire can be primal. We can have that. Electricity. So we're gonna have to whip out the thesaurus again and go look at stupid synonyms because I can never. Okay, what's the feeling of like electricity? Come on, let's do like a mental task right now. How would we define the feeling? Shocking. Um, that's it, isn't it? That's it. Uh, Fast, Sonic. Yeah, it's not really working. How about light? Light, ethereal, easy. Water, liquid. But do we still have to stick with what's it? Prefix, suffix, the all suffix? Because I've got, I named everything after like primal, electrical, ethereal, tidal. Do we still have to keep that? I think that's a bit redundant. Yeah, like words like redundant. I'm not really familiar with it. I would have taken if it wasn't just in my head, I would have taken like hours to come up with that. But luckily, it was in my head. I don't know why I had to bring that up. But uh, so what should we have like a pattern for how they're named then, or is it just whatever? Because I don't know. I feel like whatever is a bit whatever. It's a bit too. It's not even out of the box. It just feels like there's no limit. You're not really getting creative with it. I feel like it's only creative if you like limit yourself a bit. Oh, that's so bad. Why would you even like continue with this design when you have seen how bad it looks? Um, so what would we just flowing? Like what's really like what's really like liquid, like currency. God. Um, all right. I can't think and do this at the same time. This is awful. This is why I don't sketch and commentate. Oh my God. I know last week I tried to sketch. Well, not last week. Like 3 days ago, I tried to sketch and commentate, and nothing ever happened. But I don't know. I just thought this would be a bit different. Darth Vader dragon. Let's do it. But yeah, it's not. Um, yeah. So stuff like tidal. Like okay, right, I'm whipping out the thesaurus because it doesn't work. Oh God, I got Egg Ink open at the moment. I got the full version of Egg Ink for whatever reason. I don't. It just seems like a really fleshed out game that I could play like forever. So I just thought, why not? I make money. I'll put some money into Egg Ink. Oh, let's go. But I can't use the thesaurus now. Oh, for God's sake. Okay, hold on. This does look like a nice shape, though. I feel like I could possibly make something with this. Oh God, dude, how are you supposed to like do this though? It's so weird. God, this is why I need to shape the faces because then you end up with stuff like this and it's just horrendous. Um, oh my goodness, what on earth am I doing? Oh, now where's the mouth though? Like where does it like that? Oh, why does that actually work a bit though? If I just made it like a weird robot Oh no, it's because it's the cat thing, isn't it? Because that's how cats are. Wasn't that gonna make her sort of feline-like? I don't really know. I'm not gonna lie, it looks kind of stupid. But maybe it could work. Who knows? I'll go along with it because the other one looks quite stupid as well. It doesn't. It doesn't. It's just a bit. It's just not what we're looking for. Oh no, this is way too stupid. Why does this remind me of Sans? Because of this stupid. I don't know what cranial. Isn't that what the? Why do I know that? Why don't why don't I expect myself to know that? I don't know. It's just a lot of things that are like the least bit sophisticated. I'm always like, what on earth is that sort of stuff? So I guess I'm just surprised I know some sophisticated stuff. I don't know. Why am I on about this? I'm waiting for the ad to finish so I can get my eggs and go on the thesaurus. All right. Let's see it. Where's my dictionary? So yeah. Let's find water. Wetness, moist, soggy, the soggy dragons, dank dragons. Let's do it. It's absolutely aqueous, clammy. Oh, I love looking through this thesaurus. Why is this such like a? This could be just like a talk on its own, like me on the thesaurus, just looking at synonyms whilst talking about stuff that's happened in my life. Honestly though, sodden, soggy, stormy. Ooh, stormy. But no, that would be electricity, wouldn't it? Because storms, contain electricity, obviously. Thunderous dragons. It's awful. Pouring, raining, rain wings. Are we going with the wings of fire? Going the wings of fire path. That's just we can't do that. Soused. I've never heard that word in my life. No, these don't work. Teary, soppy, slushy. I need something good. I need something epic, all right, for the names of the elements. Come on, not slushy. The slushy element. This is awful. Why do I think this is a good idea? What if I like? What I want a shape language to be like more circular. I feel so like this is just not gonna work, But whatever. It can be like a concept. We can leave this here. How do I like? Because I've already got Ray. Ray's just a thing already, and I don't really know what I'm supposed to. Yeah, this is the color palette I chose for I put it on Ray for a bit, just to check it out. Yeah, I think we can go see it a sec, but I don't really know. Where? Oh wait, it's up here. Yeah, it's a bit. I just think the pink is very jarring against that navy. Like, I think it's fine on the chest plate and on the toes, but I think just on the wing, it's such a big canvas, and I feel like I hate contrast on the wing. I feel because it really like messes with you. I don't know if that's just me, but like every single time I see like a huge contrasted design, I just don't. I'm a bit repulsed. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, it's something we're gonna have to work with. But I do like um I do like the palette. Like I'm be honest. Before it was yellow. It was like bright yellow. The like umbral the umber looking brown thing. That used to be yellow, but it didn't quite work with the cyan, I suppose. So that wasn't too good. So I needed a color for the horns. I know this is Ray. And that's why I'm designing this character right now, because I need her features as soon as possible, because otherwise I have no clue how to color her, because she might not be Ray. Maybe. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to find something that actually would work. But yeah, no, I just use my other characters as sort of like a palette tester, just when I don't have the other, well, when I don't have the character already designed. So this is what she would look like if she was a dragon. Well, Not that I would use the color palette anywhere else anyway. But I do like I do like how the color just like sort of splits instead of like being like modular as always, because I love my modular colors. The chest plate is the whole body's one color, the chest plate's a color, the wings a color. This isn't even how Amp looks like. Why is he like this? Just I need everything to be split up, like the chest area is that and the wing is that and that. Oh god, I hate this reference, by the way. This is the worst one I've made, because because I could have made something better at this point, but I still made this. I don't know why that happened. But yeah, no. I like how the color just like sort of splits in places that I guess I normally wouldn't split them. This is a terrible explanation. I know it's like ketchup mouth, but I don't mind. I think that'd be kind of cute actually. But oh god, I still need an eye color, but I do want to make like a different color for the for the what's the other side of the wing called? See, now I can't come up with it, but I just don't. Ventral. How do I actually know that? Well, I'm kind of familiar with it. The ventral side of the wing might need a different color as well, but I really want to limit my characters to 6 colors because that's how much color. That's how much is in a row in the sketchbook color palette. I don't want to make 7, so I have to use an extra row. I'll give an example here, but yeah, I still haven't come up with her eye color. I think it'd probably just be green, to be honest. A bit boring. really just August. But yeah, look at this. It's just my dragon colors, all my palettes in every row, and every single one's, well, except August. August has 4 colors. Everyone else has 5 colors, so that's kind of like convenient, I guess. Amp should have probably had 6 colors, but I just used his blue for his eyes and his something else, which I normally wouldn't do, but I just thought, who cares, right? But yeah, God, Rin. What does Rin inspire? Something like something. I guess long, slim, Rin, slim Rin. God. But yeah, I suppose something like that. But like, she's not that kind of dragon. Like I said, she's a free spirit. She's like crazy. She's crazy. She's like hippie. I don't know. She's just sort of like not really the sort of caricature for slim sort of majestic dragons. I just don't feel like she's sort of like that. She's basically Amp's counterpart. But Amp is actually like crazy though. But I guess she could just be normal. What would normal look like? I don't know. Because we're talking about shapes here. How could you make a normal shape? I'm looking around my room. I'm looking for the Rin shape. I'm looking at some earbuds. But we got Ray. Ray's already the circular one. We can't. That's the what? Wait, what are we missing? Because we got circles, triangles, and sort of round triangle and rectangle. That's the main cast. What else have we got? All we're talking about is Rin here. I'm not always supposed to be world building, and I don't know. I'm not really doing well here. But God, what can I? So we don't. Do we want her to be sharp like Chillis? Chillis is a little sharp, except he's not. He's like completely blunt, apart from his snout, which is sort of like tanky, like a tank sort of shape. I think. Nah, she sort of inspires a bit more roundness. I don't really feel like. But what shape? What other shapes are round? Maybe like a round rectangle. That's Amp though. Amp's not even a sharp rectangle. Amp's more round as well. Everyone in my cast is just round. Because we got no one evil yet, you know. Because only evil people can be sharp. Well, that's shape language for ya. I mean, there's also audience averting audience expectations, but we don't do that here. All right, we just make stuff. We just make stuff. What about like I'm thinking about animals here. What about like a cow? Because she's a cow. But cows have sort of like the shape that I'm looking for, maybe. Isn't it like, I don't know, I've drawn a cow before. Well, I've drawn my avatar. That's not exactly a cow. That's just like a weird plush version of a cow. Well, because isn't cows like, I don't know. Oh God, I can't. All right, you know what? They're facing that way now. I just my plans of drawing just goes with how well I can draw. Look, there's a cow snap. That's not too bad actually. Isn't that? I don't know. It's not actually too bad. um, but to make it cow, I don't like the cows. I don't like the cow's bridge. The cow's bridge, the bridge that cows construct. I don't like the bridge of the cow's nose. I just don't know. I just don't think that's very nice, as I'm demonstrating here. But that's it, dude. I can draw cows. I don't even know what they look like, and I can draw. I've never seen a cow in my life. I just draw cows. How are cows? Everybody asks what is cows, but nobody asks how is cows. It's like they got. What am I doing? I'm drawing cows, right? Leave me alone. There we go. Brilliant. No, we're not doing that. All right. Give it a better bridge, and we'll and I think this is a nice. Well, I've not got the head. Can we just? Oh God. Oh boy. Um. Something like, yeah, maybe, who knows, just connect it up, and we'll see what happens. This reminds me of Freddy, like Freddy Fazbear, I don't really know how he looks like, but it's just, it's not bad, is it? It's not that bad. I feel like it could work, but I just don't really know how to connect it too well. Right, I'm gonna get a new tip, because this is completely worn out. Where are my tips, actually? My tips. Can you give me a good tip on tips? I don't know. I don't know any good tips. All right. Well, we're still trying to come up with the stupid names, aren't we? Right. What do we've got? We've got 2 green, 2 pink, 2 red, and that's really it. Right. I'm feeling a bit angry today. I'm gonna use red. Because this is gonna last all of today. Right. Let's see if I can put it on and not have it completely come off as soon as I try to use it. All right, there we go. That's lovely. All right, what else does water feel like? Because I'm not looking at a page right now. I'm looking at stupid sketching. What else does water feel like? What do you call like when the water goes into like a container and it's like fits in there? I don't really. What about surface tension? Water's got surface tension. What about what's the tide? Oh, I mean that's just tidal. I don't know. Tidal might work though. Okay. So we need describing words. So because they're all primal is a describing word. Ethereal is a describing word. Describing word. What are they called? Adjectives. We're not primary schoolers here. Tidal. What are these? Gushing. Abounding, gushing. Sinuous. Oh God. Brimming, cursive. Cursive? Do you reckon? Well, something like that. That's quite like poetic, like cursive, because that's like cursive writing's quite. I don't know if that's actually is cursive limited to writing. I feel like that might be a bit assumptuous. Spouting, sweeping, teaming, yeah, all of this. Let's see what there is for cursive, because I like that. Comfortable, effortless, peaceful, pleasant, quiet, secure. What does it mean? Leisurely, relax. Oh, well, that's not quite water, is it? Is there a different definition for it? Oh yeah, here we go. Gushing, abounding. Oh, it's just the same ones. It's just the same things that came up for title. Articulate, eloquent. But what's the actual feeling of water, right? What would it feel like if it was like a what are them water streams called, that don't move, that are like um laminar. Yeah, laminar. What is laminar? Isn't that like someone's name that like invented it? um oh wait, what? Oh, well, dictionary just broke. Oh no, never mind. It's an ad for some reason, 'cause apparently I didn't get the full version of dictionary, even though I bought the examples. What? Oh, it must be just on my iPad. What is this? Oh, it's like it's like it's like laminated. Oh, that's not very like laminated water. Why do they call it that? It's so stupid. Um, yeah, it's not laminar flow. It doesn't really quite work. Um, something like ooh, what's that called? What's the word? For like untouched, like pristine. Like what's the other word for pristine? I mean, it's not quite water, but I mean, you could have a pristine lake. Oh god, I don't know how to spell pristine. No, I don't need anything here. Sterile. That's the other word I thought of, but it's not quite it. Is it pristine? It's not pristine. It's untainted, um, wholesome, virginal. I can't. It's not here. That's not even possible. Um, what do they call it? I'm gonna have to think of that later. Pristine. No, you can't really call a dragon pristine. That's not gonna. That doesn't really work that too well. Okay, right. But yeah, let's see. Let's see if we can maybe. How big should the head be, and how long should the snout be? I don't know, mate. Don't know. I feel like it's a bit wide for a snout. Maybe a bit thinner. Is my oh, it's coming off my Apple Pencil tip. Not very good. All right. Maybe make this thinner. Not sure how that helps. Oh, that's just Ray, isn't it? Well, not quite. If you connect it in a different way, because Ray's snout has like a gap. A gap. God, that sounds awful. It's like a Yoshi. It's like a Yoshi. Is it though? Does Yoshi have a gap? Oh, God knows. Right. So we'll find the word for water, but I have an idea of what it should be. I mean, but do we name it after water's peacefulness, or do we name it after its like destructive quality? I mean, we could find a middle ground maybe. Who knows? All right. So we got in the other ones. What's after water? Ice, cold dragons. Honestly, like that's what we're going for, isn't it? Um, Arctic. That's awful. No, it's not even a feeling. What like a can't stop thinking about Frozen. What about icicles? Sharp dragons. Isn't it? This is just a copy, a duplicate of my other naming video. Me saying words behind dragons. That's literally the entire video. Um, what's the other one? All right, so we got umbral. So what about time? Time is we can sort of describe time. Well, can we though? Can we sort of describe time? How would you describe time? Uh, that could sort of be like water. It could be like liquid. No, not quite because well, like time you can't like time is like constant. You know, it just keeps on going, just keeps on chugging along. Um, how could we describe that? Chugging along, dragons. Yeah. What about soul? Spiritual is a bit. Yeah, I feel like spiritual just pretty much sums it up. But it's not quite the feeling. Cycle, psycho, psychological, psychological. No. How can we? I don't feel a lot. All right. It's not my strong suit naming feelings because I'm just dead inside. You know. I don't have experiences of this stuff. Yeah, it's not very good, is it? Yeah, let's get off that. Let's talk about history instead. So now that dark elementals are gone, we don't really have someone to like. Well, I mean, they're not quite gone. They're just not very they're just different. But that messes with my entire story. And I know I probably shouldn't come up with a story before my world's finished. Can we just finish the world first? Because it's so annoying every single time I come up with a new concept and it's just like, oh, well, this story plot is completely ruined. and yeah, I just can't. I have to come up with something completely new. So it's not very nice. I'm not gonna be able to keep on coming up with new stories without having a proper functioning world. Um, but this doesn't look too bad. Apart from it's way too short. Yeah, now it's too short. Okay, well, do we want it longer? No, no, because she still has to be somewhat like, she has to be sort of intimidating. She has to be sort of like, oh, this isn't very intimidating, is it? She needs to be like, okay, right. So what I've come up with is basically, but everything's balanced, right? In my world, everything's sort of like yin yang. It's got the classic balance trope. Oh God, I need to go now. Oh, I'll be back in the afternoon, maybe. I'm going to use this intermission to say what I forgot to say for 2 videos in a row. Buzz Lightyear is dead! Ha! I don't know what it is with art websites and just like ruining everything, but my procrastination sensed it and didn't end up signing up on time before it was able to burn itself down. So I don't know. Is that a win for me? Well, I mean, I'm seeing all these people going like, "Oh, I don't want my name associated with this website," and I'm just like, I don't really care, but good, I guess. So DeviantArt it is, I guess. There's nothing else I can really do. Sag. Hey up, I'm back. So what I was talking about is, in my world where everything's balanced, like fire and water and electricity and ice. God, right back into this. You know what just happened? So I went back and did the thing that I was supposed to do before all the mess up and stuff, and turns out we have to go back there again just to deliver something to them because something went wrong with something, which I'm not. I'm going to stand my stance. I'm going to what's it where you stand your ground? Make my stance? I don't even know. I'm going to stand my ground that I did not make that mistake. There's no chance that I did that because I just don't. I don't. If I make myself believe that there's a mosquito here and it's trying to kill me, so it must die, right? That's fair trade. My blood for a life. God damn. All right. Well, I don't think it was me. All right. There's no chance that well, it's something that happened before, but no way I did that as well because I've got my dad believing that it wasn't me, and this time no way it was me either because I just don't do that. There's no way that I could forget to do such a thing, and so next time we still have to bring over some small stuff just to mail to the guy because god damn, there's no chance. But yeah, on the way back, it was literally school time. Well, not school time. It was the opposite of school time, unschool time. It was children going all over the place, and I was driving, and it was wet. It was awful, and there was a giant traffic jam, and there was roundabouts. I hate roundabouts, and I hate having to turn 2 lanes because I don't know, dude. The problem is, right? The problem with me driving is that I've grown so accustomed to. Well, the problem with me driving, like, as a schedule is I've grown so accustomed to the road from house to work, from my house to work, and I only look for like the hazards on there. Whenever I go somewhere new, I'm just immediately like, oh, we're just driving the car, we're just going places, but I just don't like anything new. I'm just like, what? And I run straight in front of a car and I get beeped at, and then it's just like, why am I like this? And I hate roundabouts because I run into a total of like half a roundabout on the way to work, and I never get like, I have no experience going through roundabouts. It's so messy. Like, you look at cars like coming like on the other side, and you look at cars on your left and you're like, oh, I should go because like they're waiting for me to go, right? But then there's cars on your right, and the car on your left just doesn't want to go for whatever reason, and then the car on the other side's coming, but no, they're turning right, and so you still have to wait. And then once you're done waiting, the car on your right goes, and then you just I wanted to just drive straight. I didn't want to do a math equation, right? I can't with roundabouts, and I can with turning across a lane, but I just forgot for some reason today. I just turned and I got halfway. I was on the road, and there was luckily it was like a shuttle, just like a shuttle bus, just like halfway down the road, and I turned onto the road and I realized, oh wait, I have to look left as well. Well, I mean, here in Australia anyway, because cars come from the left. And I look left and there's just a car just like coming by, and I'm just like, oh, they must think I'm retarded. And I am. Luckily so, the stupid shuttle, well, the lovely, blessed Saint shuttle was halfway really far away, and so I could just sit in the middle of the road for like 3 seconds and then turn once. So stupid. I can't believe driving. I just can't. Oh yeah, and also on the way back, I just sent my mom. Well, yeah, I just sent my mom to the clinic, and she said like, just well, she did at the start. She just didn't bother to put my L plates on because I don't know, just not asked for the like 5 seconds of slapping some magnets on. And so I drove the whole time without my L plates, so people must think I'm double retarded or something. And I sent her to the clinic on the way home, which was just like I don't know, a few hundred meters away. And she just told me to drive home by myself, and I thought, well, the engine was on because I thought she was just gonna head in for a second. Oh, never mind, she's back. So yeah, I just had to drive for like a few hundred meters without my L's on my own, and I am admitting to a crime right here. Just curb your admitting to a crime on the internet, but it's I wasn't. Oh yeah. Well, like I was gonna say, I left my engine on, so I just thought might as well just go instead of just sitting there for like another 10 minutes, doing nothing. And yeah, I just went, and it wasn't. I mean, it wasn't bad. It was just rubbish driving conditions because it was wet and it was peak hour, and yeah. No, nothing terrible happened though. I just had to be patient for a bit and watch out for the cars. And I made it back without getting caught by the police. I wonder if there's any trigger words in this video. Like they're searching on the internet for transcripts of talks, and they just find like in 10 of my talks I said these words, and they have to investigate me now. Oh dear. But yeah, back to world building, I guess. That was quite eventful. Yeah. So, yeah, like I said, electricity and ice, not quite opposites, but I mean, they are in Pokemon, but it's not quite. Why are they like that in Pokemon? I'm just guessing that, well, you can't really like electrify ice, but like ice can't do anything to electricity either. But somehow it's like it's just nothing. It's just nothing on Pokemon. I don't really understand how that works, but yeah, they're opposites in my world because I don't know. I'm stupid or something. And yeah, light and space. I mean, technically dark, but and also earth and wind. Was I naming? Oh wait, no, I was talking about the history. Yes. I mean, there's the special elements who live in harmony because they're perfect and everything. So we don't worry about them. Time. Wait, no, wait a second. Yeah, no. Space is part of the special elements, but they just sent it down because there was an imbalance for some reason. I don't know why. Oh wait, that's the backstory. So time, space, and soul are the special elements, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, they all just chill. They all just are good buddies. But back then they didn't think they wanted to be good buddies because, like I said, there's no counterpart for light. So the special elements thought, well, let's play God for a sec and just send down. Well, like the special elements, I don't think they sort of developed alongside the dragons. I think they're just like a sort of alien dragon, like they just came from another planet or something. I think I don't know. It's a bit stupid, isn't it? Well, I mean, they do have space, so they could technically be anywhere, and they might have developed on another planet, and have just like searched the universe for like other dragons, and then they found, oh look, a world with dragons, let's join them, and then they see, oh, they've got fire and water, electricity and ice, and light. Well, what's the counterpart for light? So they thought, oh, you know what? A space is pretty dark. And so they sent space down to be the counterpart for light. But what space discovered, right? The embodiment of space, the representative for space dragons, they found that dragons were really greedy. Well, I mean, they kind of found that through experience, really, because they became really greedy, and because they're so powerful, they're the special elements. They basically are able to do a lot more than just basic dragons, and they were able to gain power, they were able to get stronger, and Deltarune reference. But yeah, they just went and started getting stronger, and then they just became like really strong and such. And then there's this space dragon called Crow, and he starts I don't know, he starts like, what's it? um what is it? What the hell is it called? He starts like, I don't know, the thing where they like screen out all the retarded babies. Um, they started eugenicking, and then he started just, being all really powerful, and then he became a god. But then he got killed, apparently, but he's not really killed. Spoiler alert. Not that it matters, because he doesn't come back. He's just chilling. But yeah, that's basically the history. And so now they really hate all the black dragons. Just a brilliant way. Yeah, racism still exists in my world. It's, well, in basically every world. I mean, I assume. Um, so that nothing's changed there. It's just that it's to a different race now. Instead of dark, it's still dark, but they're called space now for whatever reason. I don't know. But it's because right, because of their wrongdoings in the past. It's like white racism, but like it actually exists here. I just love being an onlooker. Nobody ever talks about the Asians. It's all just it's not our fight. But Asian privileges. I'm joking. I'm joking. All right. I'm actually super, super, super oppressed. God, it's not a good joke if you stutter this much on it. All right, but God, let's get off that. Can we please get off that? But yeah. So now, I don't know what. Now the regular dragons fear them, and the special dragons, I don't know, put them in timeout or something. So they're just sort of segregated, and yeah, it's Rin's duty. It's Rin's duty to reunite them, because she's not so bad, right? I mean, they're not, no, that, well, you know, as all racism is, it's all based, right? So they're not actually that bad, because it's just one guy that became a god, like no one else sort of. I mean, to be fair, everybody was trying to become a god. Only one succeeded though, so yeah, it's not really that fair. But no, well, I mean, life's not really that fair, but yeah. So I guess that's the current affairs, is that they're trying to reunite because, I don't know, some reason. No, teamwork makes the dream work or something. God. Yeah. God, what a story. But yeah, so is there anything else? I mean, not really. So now that's what's going on at the moment, and Rin is just here to help. Yeah, just here to make a change. Wait, is that how it goes? So house reference. God. Uh, I can't stop with these references. All right. I can't. Yeah, no, that's what I was on about, right? We needed to make Rin look intimidating, because they're the intimidating species to the normal dragons. But this doesn't quite really fit the description for that. Imagine this still coming up to you. You'd be just shaking in your boots. My God. But I mean, it could be like an inversion of expectations, right? Because, yeah, you're expecting her to be like, I'm going to take your life and get stronger. But she's just like a weird cow looking dragon. God, can we just make her snout longer? I swear that was the point that I was gonna change when I when I erased the last one, but it's just I just didn't. Oh my god, I see why I didn't now. Oh my goodness. Can we just like I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm gonna be honest. I'm just oh god, this is a mess and dumb look. Better. That's better. Um. Honestly, she's too. I don't know. She's not like normal enough. Normal enough. She's. I feel like she's too stubby to be normal. I don't know. What do I do though? Did I do I make her snout like flatter? Did I ruin her by making her snout like less flat? Don't really know if that's how it works. God. Goodness me. What have I done? The right thing. I've done the right thing. Gosh, she's a proper cow now. That's how cows are, aren't they? My God, can we? Is this really? I mean, if we. No, honestly, I feel like this is our best. Our best chance at the moment. I don't really see anything else working very well. What's wrong with this anyway? Like, what did I ever say why I didn't want this? Well, I mean, she has got a ton of unwanted feathers on her head now, but I can totally just redraw her because, well, I mean, are these feathers unwanted? I don't know. I want to come up with a few crests before I settle on one because I want to make her. She's like the representative, you know. She's the because all my characters are just normal dragons at the moment, so she's sort of she's coming down and being the flagship. I don't know. It's just the CEO of of all the special elements, so everyone can be based and assume what the rest of the special elements could look like. But that's yeah. So that's why I sort of need to make her sort of good. I need to make her like the embodiment of the special elements because that's all everyone's gonna see really. She's the only special character that I'm gonna make apart from Crow. Crow probably should make Crow first because he's quite important and also just like it's been like 3 years since I had since his conception, and I think it probably should be a thing by now. I mean, I know his color. I know I have his color. I have his color palette, right? It's just the right side of this. It's just the whole far right column of this of this palette. It's all he's just entirely black. I mean, I don't want to make him like special, you know. I mean, he is a special element, but I don't want to make him like look funky because he needs to be, you know, he's God. You can't make God look so funky. I mean, each God to their own, but I don't think this God would want to look kind of silly. So we're just gonna keep him simplistic and maybe black and light blue, something like that. I don't know, just something that looks intimidating or something, and he can be a thing. He can be cool. He's basically the Astafel character of my world. God, Astafel such a god inspiration. Because all her characters are insanely godly. Like they're all like nothing of them, not what nothing of them seems normal. You know, you get what I mean. They're all so like they're all so detailed, like epic characters, like actually like fully detailed. Well, that's what I said. Yeah, and so basically I want to base the special elements off of I need to come up with an actual name for the group of elements because special elements just ain't cutting it. So there's the inspiration for most of the special elements, and so they can look godly, so they can look actually good instead of like they're just like they can control time, but they just look like chillers. Like what? Well, how does that even even yeah, here's the example of what I was talking about last, just before the cut. Yeah, I don't even know what I was talking about anymore, but yeah. Okay then. So I've got her face shape. So let's just do a little face shape practice. So we got basically just we might need to actually draw a plan, but like they never work. Every single time I draw one of these, I never follow them, and they always end up looking horrific. But what can you do? Oh my god, I just can't get this. I can't get the circle. I can't get it. I just do. I don't think this is right. I don't think this is quite right. But oh dear. What have we got? What have we got? I don't know. This is absolutely not right. No, just make a small one, just a bit further from my face. And we got the thing here, whatever. Right? Is it like August? I don't want it to be too like August. So maybe just make it like straight. Who knows? Who knows what I'm doing anymore? Just give her a sort of cheek. Come on. Don't be so trash, please. And I've completely. This frame, this never works. Just literally draw to your heart's content, and it will look better than if you tried to plan it, because you can't plan it. Oh god, what am I on about? Yeah. So, why did I get on my history? I don't know. Still need to figure out what the world looks like. Right. I've got ideas. I still have the big tree idea. Not really. The big tree's, well, grown off of me. It stopped growing on me. So I don't know. Maybe that might just be nothing. But now I've got a new thing. I mean, floating islands are still there. They're still existing. So no need to worry about that. I've got the big new thing, right, inspired by Minecraft. You know those Minecraft seeds where like you just load into a world and then there's just things that repeat again and again and again, right? You know, the ravines that just are huge, that just go on forever because the world generation's screwed. Right, we're gonna have that. Yay! Inspiration for, well, a literal rip from Minecraft, basically. God, just my creative mind it's unlimited. It's just it expands infinitely. But basically, what happened is they got Crow's crystal. They yanked it right. Well, they didn't quite yank it. Dude, I have an amazing sort of imagery of what happens, right? So they have this final battle, right? Or as all gods should have, and then I don't know, some guy just teleports behind him and stabs him straight through the chest, and the crystal comes out the other end. That's gonna be amazing to animate. You see, this is another thing that I'm thinking like, oh, this is absolutely going to happen, and I don't think twice about it, and it just never ends up happening. But that's cool, right? So they got his crystal, and but he uses the last of his energy in his blood to teleport away, and so he's gone. So no one knows where he's gone. You know, that's the mystery of it. Is he alive? Of course he is. But they crack open the crystal because it's full of dead people, and those dead people. Well, it's a bunch of time and space and stuff, because they're the most powerful elements. You know, they have a bunch of, they're actually worth collecting, unlike fire. Like, imagine just having like a billion fire elementals just in your crystal. It's just kind of useless, you know. And with all that energy stored in the crystal, and they crack it open like a cold one, and basically all the energy just distorts everything, and just, now I can't describe it. It's amazing. It's gonna be the best thing to animate. And it just like duplicates the ground, but like in the future and in the past. And so you've got this great big like flat bit on the Earth's surface. I'm still yet to think up how big it is. I mean, Crow was farming people essentially, so he could have billions for all we know. But oh god, this is gonna be a terrible. This is as depressing as real life history. Why do I make fantasy if I just like if I just like make it even worse than what we have here. Oh God. But that happens, which is cool, I guess. So all of that was worth it. All of the people farming made a cool staircase, so that's pretty good, right? And so we got that big thing that just like, because it's flat and the Earth is round, as we all know. So it goes upwards like a staircase, and at the top where it sort of weakens, because where you crack the crystal, the energy is going to be the strongest, and it just like duplicates until it gets weaker and weaker, and the duplicates get further and further apart. And at the top, basically the duplicated land just like, it just like isn't connected, so it just floats because I don't know. I don't know why. It just defies all gravity and just floats. It's because of the magic, right? Yeah, obviously. It's because of all the umbral magic that's in there, and that lets it float. But then a million years later, it just falls. Well, maybe 10 days later or so, because. But who knows, right? Yeah, well, that's sort of how the floating islands came to be. Basically how everything epic in the world happened is because Crow farmed all those people. Brilliant. Oh dear, I haven't drawn anything. How do I draw her face? It's so stupid. Look, I didn't even I didn't even plan anything here, and yet I actually did something, but here I just can't. Is it actually some sort of shape? I feel like it's got like a sort of a weird triangle shape, like I can't replicate it because I suck at drawing. Like a really vague triangle. God, my shapes. I'm that guy who just puts like everything through the square shape. So maybe like something like this. I don't want to make it too yeah, no, because it comes out a bit. It actually does, like, it doesn't, it's not just a circle. It actually comes out a little. So that's yeah, that might be a cool thing. That might be a thing that happens. Right, just do it, and then we could try give her another crest, and this time I won't have to keep drawing new faces, because I could just undo. But can we just, like, hold on a second, I don't even need her face to do a crest, but it's good to, come on, practice her face, jeez. So yeah, that's all the cool stuff. Anything else? Big tree. I don't know. I feel like there's only going to be one god. At some point there might be multiple, but I feel like it's a bit much to look after. I don't want to have to make like 15 gods. It's just a bit draining. I don't think that's going to be a fun thing to do. I'm going to be honest. So just stick with Crow for now. We're just gonna do that, and yeah, and so after a few million years, not really, maybe just 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, basically the present, we're just like, well, but if it's the present, then like all those awful things would have happened just like a few years ago, but it might have been maybe 1,000 years or so, and well, if Crow ever does make a comeback, he's learned his way, he's learned not to farm people and kill all those mothers and children. And yeah, he's had 1,000 years to think about it, so he sort of has a better idea of everything now. But yeah, so after that, like, dragons are just sort of like, they're sort of like trying to reform their greed. There's some still trying to become gods because they're like really, I don't know, headstrong or something. It's just a bunch of teenagers where you write like a fiction of them, a fan fiction of them trying to I don't know, be cool or something, and then they're all like Sonic, but they're just trying to become gods, and they're like killing all sorts of people, all these people, and doing all these awful things. Oh God. But yeah. So they're sort of doing their sort of thing, but they're the minority, even though they're still kind of the majority, because they have killed all those people and absorbed them. So so they're sort of like a collective of everyone from history that have died. Oh no. But yeah, most dragons, they just chill in villages, or just roam free, because they're dragons, and they just survive because they can, because who cares about societies, right? Um, and the special elements, they're living on their cozy little uh, dead people built floating islands because they can, and they don't want to mingle with these greedy dragons, because they've seen what happens, and then they think that all the umbral elements, they've already got a taste of it, so they can just go. And then I don't know, they're underground or something. Who knows? Why would they be underground? They're technically space elements, but they're just chilling in the least space place. But this is an awful snout, I've come to realize, and I don't know how to draw anymore. Please, God help me. I can't just farm me, please, God. Farm me, please. Oh my goodness. But yeah, and anyone else? Anyone I'm missing out on? I don't know. Magic might like linger. That sounds like a weird code for something. Magic might linger, but basically, like, I don't know if it could like just be in the air or if it has to just like be in crystals, like transfer via crystals. But if it could, like, this is like scientific theories here, if they could just stay in the air or just around in the vicinity, then maybe like we could have elemental animals as well. Like we could have like who knows, like electric birds or something. As a Was it from Miss Riverstix? I think it might have been Miss Riverstix that had electric birds. But yeah, maybe like, I don't know, ice fish or something that just freeze themselves and cryogenically preserve themselves for like over a year. And yeah, because that could like, but like, I don't know, they would have to have crystals to do that, wouldn't they? But they kind of hold it. Maybe they have weak versions, because the crystals are sort of like the conductors for them. They're like, it's like electricity. Oh, it's like heat, maybe. I don't know. Heat's kind of trash. Maybe like heat, and like the animals are wood. But the crystals are like, I don't know, aluminium or copper or something. Like, it's in like, to just as an example, just as a real life example, the animals, they could be wood, and the crystal's a piece of copper, and so they could, I don't know, store. Oh, I know copper doesn't store heat, does it? I don't remember what Michael Rosen says after that, but I was gonna quote him. I'm so trash at Michael Rosen quotes. Does copper actually store heat, or does it just transfer it? Because it's a bit rubbish if like it's yeah, it does, doesn't it? It just like separates the heat out, doesn't it? What's it called? I only know it in Chinese. God, I'm like completely losing my English. I've learned too much Chinese and I'm just completely illiterate now. But it just like, yeah, expels it into the air, the heat, doesn't it? Like copper doesn't really hold it. Well, it's a bad example, alright. Basically, crystals actually work with magic, but animals sort of take a bit of that magic and just like, I don't know, just in their bodies or something, just chilling until they actually find a way to like escape or something to use it to conduct it. Maybe there could be like a magic conductor as well. It might not be crystals, but something could possibly be able to uh, make magic come out of something a bit easier instead of storing it like crystals do. So who knows? I'll find something for that. Maybe. I still can't draw. It's not even tilted upwards. It's just straight. Just draw it straight. Stop being silly. Stop being an idiot. Stop being a freaking idiot. Alright. This is just a failure. I failed. I failed drawing. This is unbelievable. Speaking of failing drawing, I might go take some drawing classes. Who knows? Well, not really. I was gonna, just my mom proposed because one of her friends or someone is a teacher, and apparently everyone under his watch has become famous artists like Picasso, and so and so I don't know. I might go there, check it out, and see. Oh no, it's Oh, I'm such an idiot. It's I need an ad, don't I? Yeah. And so yeah, I don't know though. Yeah, and since I'm getting more accustomed to traditional drawing, I might check it out and see if I can improve, if I can get stronger. Oh god, that's way too big. Is there a way I don't think so. It's just, this will have to do. It's not actually that bad, is it? I don't know. Who knows? We'll see. We'll have to see. But yeah, I'm bad at drawing, so what are you gonna do? We're gonna go learn actual people draw. God, me when I don't go to university, but I go to some random guy's art lessons. Not really, right? Not really. Come on, university sounds like a terrible idea. I'm honestly still just like, mulling over how brilliant of a decision it was to stop wasting my time at school. Oh my god, it was the worst decision of my life. But, right, if you go to uni for art, you gotta go there for, who knows, 2 years. That feels a bit much. Maybe a year or two. By the end, you're gonna be semi alright at animating. Who knows? Maybe just like how many, like you don't really, do you only like learn one discipline of animation, or do you like just choose animation and they teach you like 3D and Flash and rigging and just 2D animation and all that. Cause I might have missed the trick there, but but just pretend. Well, I mean, we don't really have to pretend because, well, you can just search it up. But just pretend that they just spend 2 years teaching you how to animate, and after 2 years you can sort of animate pretty alright. But like, who can't? You know, if someone just started learning animation like right now, like after in 2 years, like what would the difference be? I guess it's mostly passion, and I'm lacking it quite a bit in that at the moment. 'Cause I can't do nothing. Nothing I draw looks good, and so I just have to do this first before I actually go into whatever animating, because I'm just so over how my art looks. Right, I need to just first get stuff. God, is it weird that this reminds me of McLaren? I don't know. Just cars and faces just have an effect on me. I don't know what's going on, but no. Yeah. Like if like, okay, right. Here's a viable example. Viable. Here's an example, right? Someone who's incredibly passionate about art, who leaves school to do art, aka not me. And someone who doesn't really care about art and just sort of likes likes the end product, aka me, who goes to university, aka not me. I don't think I think the more passionate person would make more progress and lose a lot less money. They wouldn't have to spend money on school fees. Oh, why is that like an actual why is that an actual like argument of mine though? Because I'm probably gonna have to pay it out of my own pocket. Now I'm not willing to do that, right? I'm not gonna pay I'm not gonna pay stupid time. I'm not gonna pay to waste my time, right? It's just a terrible idea. But saying that, I am a bit too invested in the end product instead of, I'm just a think tank, man. I just think, oh, this is gonna be cool. This is cool. And I just never do nothing. I'm like, oh, right, new character. Isn't I don't really know the point I'm bringing up here, but I just don't really get stuff done, you know. I just wish I was more passionate. I just wish I loved undoing 5 times every stroke and drawing so that everything needs to be perfect. God, the thing is, every single time, every single drawing I look at that I admire, it's always messy as hell. Like no one ever cleans up their drawings, and they look great. They look brilliant, right? And I'm over here like stressing over every detail, like, oh, this line, this tangent, it shouldn't be this long, and I spend like 5 minutes trying to get it to the perfect length, and then in the end product looks like crap. And what did I even spend that time doing? Why do I even bother? Why do I even bother perfecting my art? You know, it's pointless. So I think yeah, it might be a bit of a better idea to just not bother with cleaning up, instead of just making sure things make sense. Like this stupid eye, like, where does it go, mate? Where does this stupid eye go? All right, cool. And maybe add in the nostrils because why not, I guess. Is it just gonna be like weird, straight, weird, what are these? Oval nostrils? It's a bit strange, isn't it? Yeah, it is. I don't really know how it would work in practice, but oh yeah, something like that, something like more like that shape, like a speedboat. This reminds me of a speedboat. Me and my vehicles, man. I should just get into vehicle designing instead of character design. Yeah, I've done goofed on this. Just something like that and something like this. Simple, 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 dimple. All right. And now where does her mouth go? Because like I see some really nice designs where the mouth is like all the way up here, but I can't. I never do that. I hate large chins, you know. Basically all my characters have chins like literally inside of their mouth. That's the weirdest thing I've ever said. But well, it just doesn't make sense. But yeah, I just make their chins really low, like something like this, and like I just feel like that makes it better. But sometimes, well, with Amp it's a bit different with Amp. But that's really it. Chillis, Ray, and August all have their chins inside of their mouths. It's just this weird cast. This weird cast of chinny characters. Well, unchinny, maybe. Why is there a... What happened there? I don't know. I think I might have... Oh, yeah. I expanded it a bit. So where does Rin's chin go? Rin's chin. I can't with these. It's so silly. All right. Maybe something just like... Oh, it might have to go in her mouth as well. That'll be a a bit of a... Hold on. Would I put it here? Oh, it was in her chin. It was in her mouth. Damn. Well, what about like... What did I... Oh, yeah. I was gonna do that, but I don't know how. I tried to do a beak. I tried to do a beak mouth, but I don't like birds. I don't like bird beaks on dragons. It just doesn't seem right. Like if I just did that, like that's not intimidating. That's not at all nice. But what if I did it the other way around? Not quite either. I don't know. Honestly, I feel like maybe just something flat. I don't know, mate. We can leave it for now. We really need crest and horns. Right? What's Rin's horns gonna look like? Maybe it could be like a ring, Because I mean, when I thought of Rin, I thought, oh, what element could she be? Well, it sort of sounds like a ring. Ring's like quite spacey shape, A ring, in space. And so that's how I determine her element. Don't ask me. Don't ask me what goes on goes on in my mind, because I'm telling you right now. So maybe it could be a ring. That might be cool. Except I don't know how to make that at all viable and not look like complete trash. August's horn's sort of a ring, but not quite. Maybe like I don't know. Don't know. I don't understand this stuff. Is it actually like viable? I don't know. What if it's literally just that, like this, and it's just like, bruh. Wait a minute. Yeah, if it like sort of digs into the horn. I don't know about that. I'm gonna be honest. All right. What if we sort of like personify Rin as a human? What if we anthropomorphize her like a furry? I mean, she is technically anthropomorphized because she has a personality. Oh my god, Simba is a furry, but Nemo is a furry, but yeah, I don't like what kind of hairdo would she have? What would a Rin person have as her hair? Like, would it be like in buns? Would it be like a ponytail? Would it be like a double ponytail? What are they called? I have no clue. Would it be like braided? Braided maybe. I don't know how to do that in horns though. maybe you could just have a braided horn for no good reason and make it impossible to animate. But is she an animatable character? I feel like, I don't know. I feel like I want to make everyone sort of animatable because, well, it's just the right thing to do, you know. If you ever want to commission something, you don't want to make them, you don't want to like completely destroy the animator, aka me when I draw the people who just literally won a raffle and just wanted to gift someone something, but instead wasted 2 months of my time. Honestly, I just need to finish that because I'm in a drawing mood these days. I could totally just sketch up that stuff and line it up and just color it in. It's so easy, and we get that done like just this week, maybe. Who knows? Definitely not this week. Why'd I say that? Um, yeah, just something like that. We could do that like before the end of this month, which ends in a week, basically. Oh God. Well, yeah. So okay. Horns. Yeah, that's right. What does she like to eat? What do they eat? What do they eat on their floating island? Birds. Chicken. Yeah, sure. What does that have to do with anything, though? What horns, dude? I'm so tempted to just give her Ray horns. Ray horns. That sounds like a weird Raycon off-brand, just like wireless horns, Ray horns. Bruh. Well, I don't know. Horns. Just maybe like maybe the weird twisty ones that I always see people use and sort of want to use sometimes, but I'd never get to because I'm not insane. I'm not insane people. This is so dumb. What am I doing? What am I doing with my life? Brilliant. Just brilliant. Oh yeah, Eastern dragons, of course. So antlers. I don't know how antlers work, and they're absolutely not animation friendly. Um, so probably not antlers. I'm not gonna lie. What about like big moose bucks? Big moose bucks. They're not called bucks. What, what could they? Well, they're just antlers as well, aren't they? But like, what are they? They're like huge. I don't know how to draw them. Like literally, you have to draw an extra pair of hands basically if you do that. You have to draw an extra pair of hands on their head. That's not something I look forward to doing. A ring, a ring. Come on, that was a good idea, but we just went off it immediately. How, how would you even do that? Is it just like it's just like a ring lodged into her head? It's brilliant. Oh no, that just oh no. No, we can't have that. Come on. Ooh, what if we give her like the horns that are connected? I don't really see how that could. What if it's like, oh, but people have already done that. I don't really want to come up with something completely original. I just want something that's like that'll work. Just need something that works, right? Like something like this. I feel like that could work. Oh, it's completely wrong though. Trash at drawing. Um, just like this, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm talking about, just like coming together and to a point at the end. I feel like that could work. Yeah, I feel like that's a nice Rin horn, maybe just maybe. I don't really know. It gives off the right vibe. I just feel like there should be something else there. Of course, the crest. How do I do a crest? Just do these but along her head, bruh. It's just a banana plantation. It's brilliant. Rin the banana plantation. Honestly, why does that look kind of good though? Oh no, don't we're not having this. Come on. No, I do think that's a nice. How can I connect it though? Because I can't just have it going out the back of her head. What? How would special elements connect their horns? How would they? How would they? How would they eugenic their newborns to connect their horns? Maybe just like maybe the chillest way. Now the chillest way is only for chillers. It doesn't work for anyone else. It's like a thorn. This looks like a thorn horn. It's not very good. Maybe just normal dragons because I don't really know what to do here, to be honest. That looks terrible. Oh, well, that's never gonna work. Maybe like weird chillers. That's amp. That's amp. That's amp's horn connection. It just comes out the back of their head. Brilliant. We got no answers. It just looks like the devil. Oh, brilliant. Just what I needed in my main character's cast, the devil. I don't know. But yeah, something horns like that. Something horns. Do you horn something? I don't know, mate. just make something that actually works so that you know what you're looking at next time. I don't know what I'm looking at. I'm gonna be honest. Gosh, it's so hard to draw. Why am I so? It's just such a weird shape. I can't get it right, dude. It just looks like it's going downwards. So what do? You make it so that it doesn't so it foreshortens, so it doesn't go long. It doesn't go skinny. I think that's how it works. I don't really know how it works. Oh god. Don't know what I'm doing. How do I draw? Something like that? Mate, that looks so bad. We just have to cope really at this point. Oh, it doesn't even go to a point though. It's so useless. I'm so useless. What if we like plan something? Like that's the point. Oh, it doesn't even show up. That's the point it goes to, right? How about we do that? And it'll be good. It'll be the best plan. It's not even going to the point. What are you doing? I have a what do I have? What does he have? I have a craving for Everywhere at the End of Time now because of all the piano playing coming from the neighbors. God, I need to go put that on at some point. No, that's not how you draw. Oh, mate, why can't you draw well? Why can't you just do something right, mate? Can you please? Right, I think it's just like you just make the end really pointy, and it'll seem like it's foreshortened. Therefore, what can I do? You know what? I'll have to do it for now. What if we give her more sets of horns? What if you give her like a small horn and a large horn, and then another small horn? How would that work? I don't know, mate. I don't know. Ooh, it's just Cinder. We're not here to make Cinder. No, I don't think this is... No, it doesn't even work out. It just looks like another banana plantation. Mate, can we... Ugh, right, well, I have to... I know what a horn looks like. I just can't draw it. This is depressing. Well. You know what? Since we're incapable, let's just do her crest. What kind of crest? I feel like feathers. I want feathers on her somewhere. Oh yeah, also her chin's gonna be furry, I think. Why? Maybe her whole where her chest plate would be is like furry. I don't really know. I don't know how furry works, right? Like people have furry dragons, but they're just because I don't know. Why? Why do people have furry dragons? I do it because they're like Eastern dragons. But that's I guess people just like fur. But I hate fur. It gets everywhere. God, I can't even imagine. Ugh, no. God, I can't even handle the hair on my own head. It's just having even more would just disgust me. All right, but honestly, no, these feathers aren't growing on me. No way. How would you suggest to do this better though? Feathers. Do you reckon her wings could be feathered? Do you reckon that's just all the special elements? They could have feathered wings because I don't know, like I could draw feathered wings, can't I? Absolutely can't. I'm not capable of doing that. Obviously, you have to be realistic here. Come on. But I don't think it needs to be that complicated. We could do feathered wings for the. I mean, isn't that a isn't that like a pretty cool thing? in the dragon community having feathered wings. Isn't that cool? Only cool kids have feathered wings. God, I can't. I'm indecisive. Well, yeah, I think it just makes sense to have feathered wings, right? Not really, but if I'm gonna have, what's stopping me, right? Why is her chin? I just decided that upon looking at. Why isn't the rest of her body furry though? I don't know where to put it. I have trouble placing my fur. God. How do you do anything anymore? What if her crest is just fur? You know, it's gonna be impossible to animate, and I don't even know how to draw fur. I'm not gonna lie. But like, this is not how you. Well, that's a bit more like it. Except now she looks like she has a mohawk. That's probably not the best idea. Like a mane. How do manes? Oh my God! No! Stop it! Stop it! Stop! Don't keep doing that when it comes out to look like that. What? How do how do manes work? I'm so confused. God, she just looks like a rock star from somewhere. I don't know. How do I do it? Okay, no, I just don't want to give her a cretin, a crescent, a cretin, a Christmas cretin, a Keratin one. It just doesn't. I don't really think it would fit her. I think, but feathers are just a bit hard to handle. I can't handle feathers. Like, I never do Am's feathers well. All the time, I just wreck Am's feathers because I can't draw them, and I don't even know where they're going. Apparently, they're on his wings. But sometimes I draw it on his bum. I don't really know how they work, and I don't even get how. Oh mate, like his run cycle just makes him a complete mess. Somehow they sort of retain their shape a bit, but they're not at all represented well there. But so I just don't think having another character with feathers is such a good. I mean, it's inevitable, isn't it? But I'm stuck. I've made her face, but the rest of her body is just non-existent. Oh, yeah, no, world building. Yeah, so upon making a character for space, I started thinking like how space would work, you know, because I can't just have a character that controls an element and I have no clue how. But like I don't have any clue how most of the elements work, come to think of it. I've written some stuff down, but like they're all just like copied stuff. I want to come up with some of my own stuff. Because my system's a bit personalized, so I don't think I could just like copy stuff, and I'm just gonna try to come up with some things that would work. But I've been thinking about space, right? How it would work, how things teleport, how, well, I mean, telekinesis is just telekinesis. There's really nothing you can explain behind it. They move the air around the object. That's just wind. We have a wind element. Can we replace that with anything else? We have 10 elements right now, I believe. Do we? I think that's how it works. We got 7. I mean, no, 5. Wait, what? 5? Yeah, we have 5 normal elements and 3. So we have 8 elements. Oh, right, no, that makes sense. We have 8 elements now, which is good because it's a nice number. I like 8. Like, I don't really want to simplify anymore. What, is time gonna suddenly be like the Earth element or something? That just can't work. But yeah, no, I've been thinking about space, and so wormholes work. That's gonna be a sort of, I guess that's portals. That's how portals work. And but teleporting, just like single user teleporting, it's just going to be like a sort of swap thing. I mean, it's like you can't really explain it. It's just brain stuff, I guess. You just think, and they just have the power. I don't know where they can't get it from or anything. So this is just terrible world building. But basically, they just switch themselves with where they're teleporting to, I guess. That's a bit weird, isn't it? I don't really. Would that? Well, I mean, it's like it would work, wouldn't it? And like this is the sort of thing that I sort of haven't like. Okay, well, what I've actually been thinking about is yeah, portals and stuff. And you know, we don't want any amputations, right? That's basically the first thing that comes to mind whenever portals are brought up. Oh, what happens when you go through one and close it? Well, I've come up with nothing. Well, not really. Basically, it's like a weird basically it's like black holes. I made it so that it's like the theory of wormholes. We got a black hole, and well, the theory of black holes, I guess. You don't really, it's not really a worm. Well, the black hole is a wormhole theory, I guess. So basically, you get sucked in and spat out the other end, and there's a light hole, a white hole. God. So you get sucked in the black hole, and you get spat out the white hole. So, the smaller the black hole gets, which I mean, does that happen in real life? I don't think that's quite. I mean, yeah, if mass gets smaller, it becomes more dense, and so the smaller the portal gets, which is the black hole. Basically, black holes are like proven to be portals here. Then I guess in this universe, if you get sucked into a black hole, you're basically going through a portal. Yeah, whatever. That's just what we're gonna work with. And so the smaller the black hole gets, the more suction it has, you see. And so anything on the other side just gets sucked in through. So you don't get amputations, but you might get spaghettified a bit. Who knows? You just get squished a bit, and that's not very good. But it's better than amputations, you know. It's just a bit. Amputations are overdone in Portal media, you know. It's just like, oh, well, you just close it, and then suddenly nothing happens. The person inside it just gets split in half. Who cares, right? But here, he gets completely launched out. Oh, that would be so cool. You know, how would that would actually like. Well, I mean, that's just sort of how portals work a bit different if you use gravity to speed up. But if you're like inside a wormhole and you like close up the black hole, like immediately. You just like go out the other side like supersonic. It'd be crazy. That's like a flying launcher. You just like sit in the wormhole, and then you just like get launched out by the blow. That sounds really dangerous. We don't want to subject my characters to that. But that's a possibility now with the help of Rin, who still has no crest or horns or body for that matter. I'm gutted. I was supposed to. I mean, to be fair, I do have tomorrow off because, well, I mean, even though today was a bit of a shortened day, I do still have tomorrow off, so I can design her then. But I can't. What kind of just have a portal for her horns and crest, just a portal here, a portal here, a portal here. It's just Rin. Brilliant. All right, cool. Yeah, no. Rin must have a ring. Okay, otherwise her name would just like be completely obscure, obtuse. What's it? Obscene. I think that's the right word. So I don't know where to put it though. Maybe just anywhere on her face. Just put a ring. Just put rings everywhere, and she would truly be Rin. Oh well. But yeah. Anything else with space and stuff that I want to talk about? Oh yeah. Well, you know basically when the single teleportation user switches, basically whatever they're displacing, which is mainly going to be air. They displace that first, and so it's a bit like I got this idea from the music video actually. For what is it? It was one of Soki's music videos, basically where the demon teleports into the room and stuff gets sucked there because the air is displaced. So things get sucky, you know, because it's a vacuum that the teleportation user teleports into, so things get sucked in. So that's brilliant, amazing theory. All right, cool. Yeah, I've no clue what I'm supposed to do with nothing now, so guess I'll design her tomorrow. This is our progress for today. Sketching does truly bring out the worst in me. Didn't even come up with any names, but I guess that's gonna have to be like a video on its own, because that's, like I said, browsing Thesaurus is just the joys of life. You know what, since we have sort of her here, let's try to put some colors. Her head's mainly gonna be, she looks like a parrot, I'm not gonna lie. It does give out parrot vibes, right? Just the teal, I guess. The teal sort of makes her a parrot, I suppose. And just a little orange on her mouth, like tomato sauce. Just a bit too much sauce on the pasta. Brilliant. And whatever horns she has, yeah, look at that, brilliant. And I guess a crest as well. I mean, if it's a keratin crest, something like that. Oh my goodness, right. Well, that's no, right. Oh, yeah, that look kind of like antlers. Yeah, look at that. It's an antler. Oh, that might actually be nice. Have I just scribbled in an idea? Have I really done that? Hold on a second. Can we do that? Can we actually so make the antler come out this way? Oh God, I'm on the wrong layer. Jesus. All right, make the antler come out from the top, and then just like squiggle it down. And I don't know how it works. I don't know how Alice. Oh my God, this is a mess. My pen control is just off the charts. Have it like that. Have it like that. And like that. Yeah. Oh, beautiful. Go away. Get out of here. Giving me false hope. However, this does look kind of nice. I'm not even gonna joke. I'll keep this here then. I'll leave it. Yeah, that's the end because we've gone on for way too long once again. But yeah, brilliant stuff. Talk next time, maybe a week or a week and a half or 2 weeks from now. Brilliant. Oh, I'm cold. It's actually quite a cold day. Bye bye.